It's really interesting to me how it is that social media works when it comes to hair salons, with the kind of work that we do, the kind of stuff that we post and so forth. As an example, I post one thing, something on YouTube that might get virtually no traction at all, and then ultimately wind up over a long period of time, weeks or months, it'll wind up with a couple, 1 or 2 or 3,000 views, and most moves very slowly. I'll take that same exact thing or condensed form of it with a link to my website. I'll put it on Pinterest, and within let's see here, about an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, it's got 1,600 views, 1,600 views, 1,500 views, 1,700 views. One that's got well, there's an 1,800 view one there, but a couple on here that have got like 18,000 views and things like that. It's just totally different. It's really interesting for me to try and figure out what our niche is, you know, where it belongs in that. And I thought to mention it to you because sometimes you'll see that the format of some of the things that I post will be totally different. If you have an interest in something you want to see us to tackle or talk about, or when it comes to hair or hair color or perming or cutting or anything of that nature, why just leave a comment in the comment section below. We're trying to see what works, and what works where, you know, like what does well on Twitter, will it do well on Facebook, and so on and so forth. And so it's kind of an interesting for us to do. Please take the opportunity, if you would, to give this a thumbs up, and in that way other people, it'll help this video to get some traction, so other people will get to watch it, get to see it, and they'll be able to enjoy some of the things that we put on this channel as well. Thank you. I have a negotiation going on with a product company, and in fact, we're pretty much done with it. And what it is with this particular product company is they're sending me several of their products that they want me to work with so that I can do a demonstration. You hear that yelling? There's a martial arts studio next to us, and later at night, it's about 7 o'clock. Later at night, they get really kind of busy over there, and next to them is a gym, and the guy he'll get lifting, deadlifting, and that. So you can hear weights hitting the ground and people hitting the ground, and so on. If you hear that, that's what that is. Anyhow, we get this kind of thing, and we've done it in the past, although we didn't do it in conjunction with the company. They provided nothing for us. We just simply did it. And if you look at our videos on YouTube, you'll see several that discuss things that we've used, and we're going to do more and more of that kind of thing. I'm going to tell you what I like about the product, why I feel like what value it has in its offering. If it's really a bad product, I'm not going to demo it to start with. I'm not going to do that. I don't have that kind of time to waste. I imagine you don't either, so I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to can tell you why I like the product and what concerns me about it. For instance, if a product uses AMP as an alkalizer, I like that much better than ammonia, although in permanent color you have to have ammonia in permanent color. But I don't necessarily want it to be, as an example, in a demi-permanent color. I don't prefer to use anything that has not AMP, but I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, I prefer to use it in a demi-permanent color, either something like AMP or something of that nature that washes out very easily. They don't all have that, and so I would make mention of, well, I don't care for this reason. Or if I'm using a perm, that doesn't mean a perm that has a end result. Today I was doing a perm, that's why I'm thinking about it. The end result is very firm, but it's a soft perm, as opposed to some perms that are extremely soft. And so I'm not inclined to think one is worse than the other, but rather they're different. The end results are different, and I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. So for instance, the next one is color that's coming in from this company, and I'll announce it as we put out the videos, because, you know, these things take time, and I don't want you to feel like, you know, when's we going to do that? Anyway, when it comes to this particular to hair color, what I'm going to tell you is what I like about the tonality and things of that nature. For instance, all hair color, really, when it's made by hair color companies, is basically designed or developed in the middle levels. So medium brown, light brown, medium brown, that kind of thing, dark blonde, those levels. And so, but then to make them differently, say for instance, if we were going to make a color for a color company, we'd start in the middle, and then we'd put in our own kind of different chemicals in it to make it warmer, cooler, whatever the case might be, more beige. You know, would we use green or would we use blue to make it cooler if we were making a cool brown, that kind of a thing. And then that would be what we consider to be our neutral. And from that point, you'd have warmer brown, red, violet brown, that kind of thing. Beige brown, those kind of things, which, by the way, one of them I believe I ordered is a beige brown, so that's gonna That's going to be nice. And there's going to be several changes with this, including some fashion shades like hot pink and stuff like that. So anyhow, that's why things look the way they do sometimes. And I just wanted to take an opportunity to kind of just ramble. Yeah, because it's been a busy, busy week, and I didn't really do any hair videos. I thought, well, I should say something so that you don't think I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I'm not ignoring you, not even at all. I hope you are staying safe and that you're being very, very careful. You don't need to get sick. Wear your mask. Be careful out there, okay?